Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with you for a new moon reading for the 23rd of July, the 23rd. And to do that, I'm going to use a tarot deck called the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, and it's called Tarocchi delle Streghe d'Argento, which is, every time people hear about witches, and witchcraft, there's always some kind of reticence. But, I have to say that these cards are just so bright and lovely. They really are. They're really, really, really lovely. And you'll see that as I show you the spreads and the cards. And I'll start that with the tarot, then I'll use the Vita Sibilla and then the Neapolitans over that. I'm going to use first the tarot to see what the energy is like for us and what should we be expecting. Okay, that question. What should we be expecting the 23rd of July, this new moon in Leo? And the character traits of Leos we all know and we all appreciate. But what does that mean for us in our lives? Those of us who come from different signs and Leos as well. Let's see what the cards have to say for us, to us. Okay, I'm going to show you first the cards. There's behind the scenes, something's happening behind the scenes. I have the Five of Swords, that's an entry card, upper left, the Five of Wands, then the Seven of Cups, it's a focus at the top, Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands, then the bottom, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Swords. Let me see how many swords. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. The 3, the 5, the 8, and the Knight. And two sevens, Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, the 1, 5 here, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and then our Queen. Our Queen, who stands out like a sore thumb in this, is the only court card, and I'll take a look at that right away to see why there is this court card there amidst everything. If it's an energy for those of us who are not fire signs, what does that mean? And I'm getting here, first of all, there is a, I don't want to say a stop-go quality because this ace is very, very telling, but it is an ace that mirrors the Three of Swords, and that tells us that there is this underlying passion that's muffled, that's working behind the scenes, but it hasn't come out. It won't come out next to the Eight of Swords. And it is as if many of us are trying to cover up our emotions or putting it on the back burner, not wanting to take a look at it because we want this period to be sweet. We know we are no saints. The universe knows the pain is there, but we want to take this energy of the new moon and ride it out and make things sweet. We want to enact change or a new birth. The fire, I'm thinking that, and I'm going to look at that right away. This, the fire of this Queen of Passion here, knighting with the Two of Pentacles, indeed does talk of this sweet energy that we have, despite all of the difficulties that we have in our life, despite all the, the ongoing ongoing crises, the ongoing dramas that you maybe experience. But we do have this sort of desire just to keep things in the back, you know, the all of the dark side of that moon in the back. And so I'm thinking, and I will see now with these Verasibila cards if that is the case. Well, yeah, no, definitely. We have the thought, pensiero, messaggero, the messenger, and sospiri, because it's a, you know, we are there. We know we can't enact change alone. We know that there are limits to what we can do personally. And what this is the underlying dedication to a vision that after so long, it will come about. All right, this is what is not on the back burner. This is starting to sweetly come up. It's sort of, you know, we have this verb in Italian, cullare, you know, to the child. When you have a newborn child and you rock it back and forth, you're rocking this idea forward. And it doesn't cause pain. It's actually sort of part of a healing process. And faith, you know, this is sort of enacting faith, bringing faith into being. I'm going to go now to this Two of Pentacles, because the Two of Pentacles does have quite a number of meanings, and you know, one being where you're juggling many different things, changing things, you know, but let's see what exactly, since it's mirroring that Queen. Well, we've got here the donna di servizio, the housemaid, fedeltà, fidelity, and the child, bambino, and it does really do talk of the sweetness. And it is a period, this new moon, that allows us to go there. You know, it allows us to stay in that place where, and it's not dreams, just dreams and hopes. This is a period that you're creating, that you see actually through your eyes, and they are not rose-colored. Through your eyes, you're faithful to an idea, a goal, a mission, and your very thoughts, our very thoughts, are going to bring them into being. This is the first time I've seen this type of image come up in a reading. I'm going down to the Knight of Swords now. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, that mirrors the Five of Swords, actually. Yeah, well, Knight of Swords. Okay, now what can I say? What can I say? And I'll say this. Gran Signore is the Grand Dame, a very important person, a protector. All right, now, we've got this Mercante, which is also about work. The merchant talks about work, but it also talks about this person, very important person, protector, who is Ammalato, the ill one, who is not faring well, not only in work. It's not all about work. It is about this person having a hard time, therefore being in the role of a person who is just not sharing, is not confiding, is not interacting with us. And why? And how do I get that? I mean, we're here mirroring with this Five of Swords. I'm going to go to there right away. And then, of course, we have these two focus cards. Going to the Five of Swords. Well, we've got casa, house, ladro, the thief who speaks to change, and malinconia. Now these two, usually thief speaks to negative change, but it does color the cards next to it. And here is the idea of your metaphorical home, where and who I'm with, what I'm doing, is not now a good place. Many of us think that. But what do we have? Oop, I'll let that go. What do we have here? It's knighting with this. It's not us. You know, it seems to be the other that you are entertaining, some form of relationship, some form of communication, some form of something, energetic exchange, at this point I'll call it, that is in some way the person who's faring poorly. Let's now go to the focus cards and see what they have to say to us. There's a motorcycle right out my door. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I can hear it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All right, Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups yields this. Usually the Seven of Cups is a card where, well, do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? Shall I? This is the embarrassment of choice, as they say in Italian, not knowing exactly what to do. But well, let me first take one step at a time. I have legit, it's of the lightness of being, the butterfly that changed, militare, the military who speaks to secrecy, and fortuna. Now, what does this tell us? This tells us that we would do well to just wait and not make any choices. You go about your business. I will go about my business. As usual, things will come about. The Eight of Swords, and that's why I was saying, you know, the Eight of Swords is also a clue for that. I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla on those as well. Well, now we have a change of a different sort. We've got the female, the vecchia signora, the old lady who speaks to positive change. These anxiety-ridden, delirious people, and deliranti, and the amante, the male lover, could be a female lover. Now, of course, things will be changing. However, they'll be changing from this state to this state if we just sit it out and wait. Eight of Swords, no movement. We shall just wait. We shall just wait. And what does that say? Well, how does that? If you could see, there is a sort of a thread there, and the woman is cutting it with, she's holding the knife, and she's not cutting that thread. She's held on to the tree, so she is in an immobile place, and that's what will bring us ultimately a positive development in what we're interested in, or what we think about, what we spend energy on. I'm going to take the runes to see what they have to tell us, and see what they could add to this spread that seems to say, just stay in that culato place, in that warm place, nurturing an idea, sweet idea. Now, well, where to start? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, we have Raido, and Raido does talk of it's a journeying rune. And the journeying rune does tell us that there's a person that is going through a period that is inevitable for them. And I feel that it's not us, you know, as of course somebody's doing it, but there is a person that you're involved with, that we are involved with, that's going through a very difficult patch. You might say, well, everybody has their cross to bear, you know. I mean, what about me when I had to go through a difficult patch, you know? But everybody has their moments, and the timing may just not be right. Now, I have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is a difficult card to plumb, as they say, but Seven of Wands is usually internal conflict, internal dialogue, internal something, you know, it's something of a battling with yourself in this reading, I see, and it is, because I have here Isa right over that. It's something that still needs to be worked out. That other person you're involved with still needs to be worked out with them, for them. And where are they? They are not in a place, this is Lagos Smirkstave, and I always say this is not a rune that I would like to see in a casting, but it does come out from time to time, of course, and just to tell us that, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not this is a roller coaster ride, up and down, and up and down. And what is difficult for us is precisely the notion that we need to cultivate this sweet area of what our ideal events, what the ideal development of events could be. And this is something that we need to to spend time and energy on, because we have the nameless, faceless rune right on that near Lagos. And of course, our key to the future, Ingvats, is telling us that that's the way to go in order for us to make positive steps forward. Now, one very interesting, the last two runes that have come out over this Three of Swords, which are the Three of Swords is usually in many decks a heart pierced with three swords and a very bloody heart. Here we have one sword in a planted somewhere. It looks like an urn, and then we have sort of dew falling down from the sky from plants. Just one second. There's someone's. Sorry about that. I was saying this card usually is three swords in a heart, bloody heart, but here it seems to hold promise. And this is a focus card. What do we have over those? Very interesting things. We've got, they almost look alike. I have, this is Thurisats, which is Merkstave, and they came out like this. One here, and this is Wunyo, the card of joy, the rune of joy. Now, Thurisats is a very difficult, very, very serious, very dire, powerful, damning rune, usually. But it's there to tell us that that's where our focus is, and you need to take a different approach to the joy of the heart. Now, how is that done? By that culare, by that finding that sweet place and using your energy to tell you where and how to imagine your, not dream come true, your ideal state, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope this was of help to you, and I do want to say that there is a contest coming up. As a matter of fact, I'm going to announce it right now. A contest. I'm putting out a contest for the best story, and it's about the prize being a past life regression session. The past life regression sessions go for $300, so that's a valid prize. And this will be a long contest because it will start today, the 23rd of the moon cycle, the new moon, the 23rd of July, and it will end with the 23rd of August. And what the contest entails is writing a story about you, a possible past life. Of course, this is an invented story unless you have other ways of finding out your past lives. You in the Renaissance period. The Renaissance period, Google it up. The Renaissance period in history, when that was, where it was, and right below this video you will find the rules and regulations of that contest. So it starts today, the contest for the best story of a person, you in the Renaissance period, to win a past life regression session for the value of $300. Go to it, and you send it to my address, any address you would like. In the subject line, write contest, PLR, past life regression, or simply contest. And the story is in the body of the message, or it could be attached. It doesn't matter. Again, we're going to have a committee of other light workers with me to evaluate the stories. And as before, in the past has happened, I would like you to, entering the contest means that you will allow me to make your story public either through a podcast or by reading it. You know, the winner will be read in a further reading at the end of August or the beginning of September. So starting today, the contest for the best story of a past life where you were in the Renaissance period to win a past life regression session for the value of $300. Come one, come all. Start sending them in. And I do hope this was of help for you. And until we read together again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome new subscribers, and thank you for your support to all my other subscribers. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.